Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the product manager at Ellie Health. We are a Montreal based startup focusing on helping unlock the black box of hormones for women and gender minorities so that they're able to take control of their hormonal health. I worked with Guidea as part of FemTechs. They were able to generously give us their time to help us go through and really understand what the user experience was like and help us start to work on wireframes. As product manager, a lot of my role is focused on creating an optimal user experience, and Guidea did more than assist with that. It's very easy for me to give them a 5-star rating. One of my favorite parts about working with Guidea is that we got to work with Teresa, the founder and CEO, directly, and she was so generous with her time. We spent a lot of time with her directly, though we know that there were definitely some team members in the background that were helping out with a lot of the heavy lifting. And she had so many tidbits of wisdom that she was able to share with us that helped beyond the user experience and user interface work that they were doing with us. So I think that was one of the main benefits and went beyond just the classic product management and design phase of what our work is here at Ellie. The only thing that I think Guidea could potentially work on was really outside of their control and was really another indicator of how much they were willing to put into femtech companies. But we were one of a cohort of 30 other femtech companies that they were generously giving their time to. So there were some issues with trying to schedule time with them. And instead of it being, a 2-month sprint, it ended up being probably 6 months between when I first met with Teresa and then when we finished the work. But in no way did that dilute the work. And we were lucky in that we were on pretty extended timelines and didn't need to rush to create anything immediately. The reason we found out who Guidea was through the Femtech Focus community. We found out that Guidea was sponsoring a UI UX work through the Femavate challenge. So we applied. I got to speak with Teresa, which was incredible. And right from the get-go, she was able to provide us with insights on how we could best approach many elements of our product design and development. So that's how we heard about it. And being given this free work, especially as an early stage startup, was a no brainer. And the fact that we were able to come out of it with such a positive experience really made it worthwhile in considering how we could potentially partner with Guidea in the future. We were really thrilled with how much work Guidea had done in the medical device industry. We're building a connected device with a mobile app and a physical device. And knowing that they had done some pretty significant work with large companies in the medical device space was very reassuring for us. And even having small conversations on details like, whether to use Wi-Fi or Bluetooth and how an onboarding process works when you're connecting a device and figuring out how do charts and different visual aids, how do we make them the most interpretable as possible for people who don't necessarily know a lot of science or how to read graphs. So that was a really huge benefit for us. And along the way, because they were spending so much time speaking with other femtech companies, it really felt like they were developing knowledge of the industry very quickly and were able to really settle themselves and us in what other best practices were in the industry. We didn't look at any competitors, but I think just given the niche area that they're working in, I don't think we could have found anyone that could really stack up against Guidea.